Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English Cozy Chat, an easy English podcast which helps you to learn English in a fun and natural way. I am your host, Maria, and today we are going to be talking about 4 easy ways to learn English backed by science. That means these tips are not only my opinion, but I will be mixing in my personal experiences, given that I have learned 2 languages to fluency as an adult. Scientists have done lots of research on learning, memory, and languages, and their research shows us what really works. So, what does work? What are easy ways to learn English? Tip number 1, practice a little bit every day. Scientists call this the spacing effect. It means that your brain remembers better whenever you practice many times with small spaces in between. Scientists have done many classic experiments, for example, teaching people how to type. They taught them in 2 different ways. The first way was by teaching them in shorter sessions over multiple days, and the second way was they taught them in longer sessions over fewer days. They found that the shorter sessions over multiple days led to greater accuracy and results than the longer sessions over fewer days. Think about this example. If you study English for a long time on a Sunday for 1 to 2 hours, for example, your brain feels full and tired afterwards. And after a few days, if you don't practice what you learn, you are more likely to forget it. But if you study for 10 minutes every day, your brain processes those words again and again. And it also feels more refreshed, which helps it to retain the information. Each time your brain practices those words and phrases, it becomes stronger. It's just like building a wall brick by brick. You could also think of it like exercise. If you go to the gym 1 time per week for a long workout session, you may feel a little bit of improvement, but not a huge change. But if you exercise for a shorter amount of time, say 15 to 20 minutes every day, you will gradually start to feel stronger and stronger. From my personal experience, the strongest that I've ever felt was when I was only doing 20 minutes per day of bodyweight exercise. I wasn't working out for a long time each day. I was just very consistent over a long period of time, and that gave me great results. Your brain works in the same way. A little bit of English every day makes your brain stronger in English. When I was starting to learn Catalan, I listened to a 10-minute Catalan podcast every day when I went to work. This not only helped me to learn the language, but it also motivated me to maybe do something later in the day that helped me practice the language. For example, read an article in Catalan or watch a TV show. More than anything, it helped the language be fresh on my mind. So even if you're busy, try to do something very small in your day to practice English. Listen to a short podcast, read a short article, or watch a YouTube video in English. This is going to be more beneficial than one long study session that you don't do as often. So remember, it's better to expose yourself to the language just 10 minutes every day than over an hour once per week. Tip number 2, connect English with things that you enjoy. Science has shown that emotions and interest help memory. Neuroscience research shows that emotionally engaging content activates the amygdala, which is a part of your brain that improves memory consolidation. When you enjoy a topic, your brain releases dopamine. This chemical helps learning feel easier and helps you to remember more. For example, if you love basketball, reading basketball news in English is going to be exciting to you, not boring. If you like cooking, watching a cooking video in English is not only going to be enjoyable to you, but it's also going to give you ideas for your next meal. If you're interested in travel, read travel blogs or watch YouTube videos that talk about new countries. If you like yoga, find a YouTube channel that has yoga classes that you like. You get the idea, right? The important idea is when you enjoy English, your brain does not feel like it's studying. It feels like it's having fun. And fun learning stays in your memory longer. In my personal experience regarding the Catalan podcast, I genuinely enjoyed this podcast. It talked about many topics which I found interesting, and I always looked forward to listening to it. That is what inspired me to start this YouTube channel and podcast, to provide easy and enjoyable listening content to help people learn English. This podcast is meant to be enjoyable and to not make you feel like you are studying. You should feel like you are simply enjoying a podcast. And the bonus is you are also learning some English. Tip number 3, use different senses while learning. Scientists have found that we remember better when we use many parts of the brain. This is called multisensory learning. This means that using different skills helps you to learn faster. So don't just listen. Also try to read, write, and speak in English. If you wanted to practice this, you could listen to a podcast, read the transcript, write a summary, and even read that summary out loud to yourself. This way, you are practicing the words and vocabulary that you learned from the podcast in many different kinds of ways. Here is another example using the word apple. Say you hear someone say the word apple. Then you write the word on a paper and say it out loud to yourself. So you hear yourself saying that same word. Maybe you look at a picture of an apple. Or maybe you even eat an apple while saying the word out loud. I know it may sound silly, but this is just an example of how you can use many senses to learn vocabulary. This allows your brain to have many connections to one word, and it will be stronger in your memory. And one of my favorite ways to incorporate this technique is to sing in the language that you are trying to learn, even if it's children's songs. Those are even easier to learn and to remember. Those are actually much easier since they are very clear and easy to understand. Singing uses different parts of the brain than reading, writing, or speaking does. So it helps your brain to learn those words and vocabulary even more. Plus, it's really fun. So remember, don't just read English silently. Say the words out loud. Write them down. Listen to them in a podcast. Watch a video. And even sing a song. The more senses that you use, the stronger that your English will become. Tip number 4, use English in real life. This one is very powerful. Science shows that we learn more when we actually use the language, not only when we study it. Researchers call this output hypothesis. It means that speaking and writing help you to discover what you know and what you still need to learn. For example, say that you study new vocabulary about food. You read the words, you write them, you listen to them. Those are all good things. But then you go to a restaurant and you order food in English. Or maybe you write to a friend about what you ate for dinner. Tonight I made pasta with tomato sauce. Just try to push yourself to speak English as much as you can in public, even if you don't feel comfortable. Many people avoid situations that force them to speak if they aren't fluent. But you can't get better if you don't push yourself. So the more you try to speak in public, the more comfortable you will become speaking. When you use words in real life, your brain works harder to remember them because it knows that they are really important. And if you make mistakes when trying to write or speak, that's okay. That will only help you to get better. So here are some more easy ways to use English in your daily life. Write a shopping list in English. Write a short text to a friend in English. Record a one-note voice memo to yourself about your day. Try a simple conversation with a language partner, even if it's just for 5 minutes. The key is this: don't wait for perfect English to use your English. Using English is how you improve your English. Let's review the 4 easy ways to improve your English. Practice a little bit every day. Connect English with things that you enjoy. Use different senses while learning English. And use English in real life. All of these tips are supported by science and easy for you to apply in your daily life. Which one of these tips did you find the most useful? Let me know in the comments. And if you would like more easy English listening practice, which is also enjoyable to listen to, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I can't wait to see you in the next episode. Bye.